Hey, what's happening, everybody? Let's see here. We got people starting to file in. I'm not sure. Am I showing up on the phone yet, hon? I don't know.
No.
All right. Says it's waiting over here too. So we'll give it that 1 minute to calibrate. I guess that's what we'll call it. Because according to my computer, it's 8:30. My phone, it's a little after 8:30. The other computer's 8:30 too. So there you go. I guess it has to have like a minute to start. I don't know. Eventually, I'll get used to it. Happy Friday. Got a bunch of that fruit roll up on me. So there you go. Well, I'm seeing a commercial over here on the other computer. So there you go. Torp made it. What's going on, Torp? How you doing, buddy? Thanks for coming in.
Hey,
Hopefully,
Torp.
hope- hopefully everybody comes filing in right behind you. As you come in, sound off so we know you're here.
Happy Friday the 13th.
Yeah, it's kind of like Nightmare on Elm Street. Wait a minute, that's not the same thing, is it? Friday the 13th's the guy with the
Hey,
machete.
Paul White.
Paul White, what's happening? How you doing, buddy? Randy Ryan made it. Very good. So we got
Randy.
Torp, Randy, Tony made it. What's going on,
Tony
buddy?
G.
We were getting worried, man. Didn't see you last week. Kevin L. did not make it tonight. He's got his wife's taking him out for his birthday. I'm sure that's a lot more fun than I am. So have a good meal. Happy birthday, Kevin. We just talked about that. This is when was his birthday? Last week? Yesterday. That's right, the 12th. What's going on? There's my buddy One.
What kind of pie, One? Ooh, that sounds good. Pie sounds good right now. Oh, pizza pie. That's what you're having.
Oh, yeah, pizza. Well, that sounds good too. We have a pizza down there. You could go get it and put it in the oven.
No.
Why not? I'm hungry.
It's 8:30. That's not. I'm not.
I'm
doing
hungry.
Hey, babe.
See, at least you can have pizza, One. I'm not getting any. I asked and she said no. She's gonna send me to bed hungry tonight. Yo, what's going on, too, babe? You made it, buddy. How's it going? I guess we got to start this off correctly. Everybody have a sip, do your party favors, whatever they may be.
I was going to make, actually, I was going to make a fireball. What was it called? A ginger ball, but I didn't do it. I didn't feel good today.
Your throat was bothering you.
Yeah, I'm still a little.
Uh-oh, the little guy's coming over, Mommy. You might have to bring him in the middle of that bed. You want to sit over here with Daddy?
My sweet 16-year-old.
That's hilarious, Randy. Tragic and hilarious at the same time.
Because it's a bunch of crap.
I don't know. We'll find out. People say one person say it's crap, the other person says their culture is different than ours. They don't view things the way we do, and it'll be a shock culture for some people that kind of stuff happens.
Mm-hmm. Okay, in honor of
thank you, too, babe. I appreciate it, man. Uh-oh, Kim's over there mixing ice. Be careful, hon. You got a sore throat, or are you just having a regular drink, or are you having a real drink?
I'm gonna try it.
Uh-oh, Kim's going for it. Yo, Jesus made it. What's happening, buddy? Too, babe, I really didn't mess with the Nova too much this week. I'm going to mess with it pretty good tomorrow, and we'll get some kind of a video up. But I have to order a couple things. One thing I didn't show you guys when I did the trunk alignment is the 3 braces in the back. You got those, what do they call those? The braces on the corner that go to the trunk up to the quarter panel and the package or the light tray. I think they call them gutters. They're called, when I looked them up on the internet to buy them, I think they're called gutters. I got to get those. And I think I'm going to buy myself a new trunk latch brace too. The other, I guess I could take them off and sandblast them and all that stuff, but we're putting new metal on the other ones. Might as well put it on there too. So I'm looking for that stuff. And I forgot to show you guys how they lined up nice. Even on the side, it looks like it might be in a tiny bit. Everything lines up nice. Yo, David Soloway made it. How you doing, buddy?
You want to try it?
Uh-oh. I don't know, hon. I'll take a little sip. What is it? Ginger ale and Fireball?
Hmm.
See, guys, Kim got all those little beverages there. Those little that you get them like you get on the airplanes. So that, find out what we like and don't like so we don't have to buy bottles that never get drank. That's pretty good. You like it?
I'm not sure if I like the cinnamon or not.
She's not sure if she likes it or not. It's Fireball and ginger ale. That's kind of like a highball, right?
It's called a ginger ball.
A ginger ball. I mean, back in the day, a Windsor and ginger ale, the highball. I am absolutely taking a sip, man.
Oh, pina colada. That's good too.
Oh yeah, you have
Hey,
that
winging
over
it,
there, don't
Tracy.
you, hon? Didn't you buy that pina colada there?
Hey, John.
John made it. What's going on? But we're gonna go pretty good on the car tomorrow. I was gonna do
You don't need an ice
I
pick
was gonna
one.
start a video today and work on the Nova, but I kind of waited around the house because my buddy promised me that he would do my seat today on my truck. And it's like, I was going to attempt it, but that's my daily driver. I didn't want to screw it up. So I went down there and I planned on helping them and doing half and all that stuff. But their jack handle broke on their 5-ton jacks. So I got all their welding stuff for their welder fixed and I welded that for him instead while he was doing my seat. But just the bottom seat chair of my truck because it had a slit in it. It's kind of crazy though because all the other upholstery, it's like it kind of hardened over 10 years and it slides real nice. But now my driver's seat, you can't move. You don't slide around in that. I bought that Kim about 2 months ago.
At least.
Yeah, it was like 2 or 3 months ago I bought that, and I was just waiting until my buddies had a open window down their shop because my buddy Mike's real good at taking that kind of stuff apart and putting it back together. Because that seat chair has air conditioning, heat, electric heat, has duct work, everything else in it. So he's good at that kind of stuff. So I wanted him on that. But I bought it because it went on sale. I was watching the the product on eBay. And when I first looked at it, they wanted like $350 just for the seat cover for the bottom chair because it's a high country. And I'm like, that's just too much money. I'll live with the rip and tear it. My tear kept getting bigger and bigger. And I looked at it again and it was still 350. But then like a month later, I guess because I'd looked at it twice, eBay alerted me they knocked $100 off. So I figured I better buy it because they're probably getting rid of it because who else is going to buy the seat chair bottom cover for a 2014 High Country? That's why they dropped the price. So it was the perfect time to buy it.
One always says, put it in your cart. Oh, it might not for you for Amazon. It's for something else. Put it in your cart, and then they'll offer you a discount.
Yeah, sometimes they do that. I agree, but I think I didn't do that this time. I just like looked at it a couple times because I was just going to live with the rip. I actually kept the original seat. They're identical except for a couple things. The stitching's almost identical, the piping's the same. The color's just a touch off, but that's because of the age. It will age correctly. But the center, the netting, the padding of it is definitely better on the original. My buddy Mike showed me that and he's like, Brian, there's no way to get this off. It's all sewed in. So we just went with it. And it looks good. I'm really happy with it. So but like I said, I didn't video it because I went over to the Bay 3, I call it, my buddy Kevin's Bay, his brother. I was in Bay 3 welding up the handle on their big jack there.
One's a U.S. Invader.
Nice too, babe. Nobody ever sits in the back of my truck. It's a crew cab too, and that interior is like brand new. I think the last soul that was in the back of my truck was my big dog Cole when I brought him home from a surgery. I got one of those banana canopies I can hang up in there so that they don't get on the seats. But my inside of my truck's really dirty. I was embarrassed. My buddy
Hey,
Mike,
spray bomb.
my buddy Mike doing it, and I usually keep that truck really clean, but for like the last couple months, I have not kept up on it. So
Spray
I
bomb, we were just talking about you today
yeah, hey, Spray Bomb, what's up, buddy? I was telling
because
Kim about that junkyard video you put up on BW's garage over on Facebook. I'll tell you what, man, every single one of those things was in as good a shape as the one I had out there. I was like, let's save them all. I don't know where that video was shot, but every one of those is worthy of a save.
uninvited visitor.
That's
When
funny.
you crack me up.
Hey, take a sip. If you don't like that, Kim, I'll drink it because my beer's going to go quick, and I only brought one upstairs.
You can have it.
Ah. Yo, Rick made it, and he's not driving tonight. What's going on, buddy? Absolutely. I
Rick.
just flashed it, and I'll flash it again, David. Let me know. We'll party all night, you and me, buddy. But yeah, we're gonna hit on the Nova pretty good tomorrow.
Want me to put more Fireball in there?
It's good, hon. Just put it down there. I'll get it. Is that the whole hot Fireball?
No.
Here, just put it all in there so you don't have any left over. I'll drink it down. Kim's gonna get me loaded, and then she'll yell at me for being loaded. That's what she always does. So you got the little Fireball. Little Fireball.
No, that's one that I won't buy again.
I don't know if well, I like it.
There's another one over there, but I won't.
Maybe if Bob Neese comes over, I might ask you to get a couple, hun, because he likes doing shots of these when he's drinking beer. That's my buddy. He retired from work. He's a good friend of mine. Really like Bob.
We need to get a full bottle of Bailey's, though. I like Bailey's.
Okay, we can do that. But we'll get some more of these in case I get company. Cinnamon whiskey. Now I got myself some whiskey over there, but I got the good stuff. I got the top shelf stuff. Got me some Woodford Reserve.
I think it was more other kinds of liquids one besides High Tide.
There's a K10 truck car show tomorrow. There's a car show on Sunday at a museum here, but I didn't know that you had to pre-register. They don't accept same day. So I said to Kim, I might go. And Kim looked it up on her phone while I was telling her about it. She goes, you're not going to that. It's sold out. And they wanted $30, but it was like you could put as many people in the car as you could fit. They said there's going to be as many as 500 cars there. So I'll have to keep that one on the calendar for next year. I am going to get the car out probably Sunday and take it for a ride. But my plan is to work on the Nova pretty good tomorrow. Although my neighbor has a truck, and I don't know if his stuff came in, his metal, so I might have to do a patch. He's got a 2004 Ranger, really nice truck. He's taken such good care of that truck. It's like the paint on it looks brand new, but right on the I think it was the driver's side. Yeah, I think it was the driver's side, right on the wheel well. It bubbled out on him, and it's gone.
Go ahead.
There's like 2 spots on there, so I told him we'd cut it out, patch it. But I said I'll do the metal work. I can't paint, but I'm going to suggest to him just on the wheel well lip itself, paint them black. You know, we got stuff here to paint them. Either that put that bed liner paint or something on there to make, you know. And it'll look like you clipped plastic things on, just on the wells alone, just on that lip of the well.
You
That
didn't
way you
know
don't
what
got to worry
straight up
about
was?
paint or rust. We'll see. Let's get David loaded. Ooh, ooh, that's pretty good, on. Not bad. I think I would just have the whiskey cinnamon without any of the soda though. Like a man with no ice or mix. That's the way I have my Woodford Reserve, too, babe. If you're gonna spend money
Hey, Hubie.
on top shelf whiskey, you don't mix stuff in it. Hubie made it. What's going on, buddy? Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you, man. Now, hopefully, you all hear Kim good tonight, right? Because I made sure these microphones were charged. I made sure the receiver had 100% charge. Absolutely, too, babe. I agree with you. You know, I used to my father. He would own his only drink he would drink would be Jim Beam, and he would mix at the very end. He'd fill a glass, like he'd put ice in the glass, fill it almost all the way to the top with Jim Beam, and then he'd go over and put one squirt of tap water in it. That was his drink. I couldn't drink that stuff, man. That stuff gag a maggot, man. That was his thing. Yo, Lonnie made it. What's
Hey,
going on,
Lonnie.
buddy? How you doing, man?
Did you hear anything about your little dog, Lonnie?
Now, do you drink straight vodka, David, or did you get the flavored stuff? I think Kim bought a couple flavored kind over there. Didn't you, hon? Didn't you get some flavors?
Yes, vanilla, chocolate, coffee. I forget what else.
I used to like that cherry vodka, and I'd mix that with the Diet Coke, and that'd get you in trouble because that tastes like cherry Coke, and they go down so smooth that it tastes just like you're drinking soda pop, and if you're not careful, it'll catch you.
We don't say soda pop here. We say soda.
Unflavored on ice. Nothing wrong with that, David. Why don't you go ahead and have you a sip of that then? Yo, Don
Hey,
made it. What's going on? I was eyeballing a car on Marketplace. I try not to. I stay off of there because I really don't have room for anything right now. But they show you stuff when you're on Facebook. They'll show you a block of cars, and it was a 1965. And I'm not even a Ford guy, but it caught my eye. It was a 1965 2+2 fastback, and it had rot, not a ton, but it had a little bit of rot. And I looked at it, and it was like I clicked on it, and the guy advertised it as mechanical resto. Just do some mechanicals and drive it. So, but he had it listed for $22,000. And I know the 2+2s restored, to I guess you could say to BW's standard, bring about 40. And if they're flawless, they bring about 75. I mean, that's what they cost. The fastback 2+2s are not cheap. And Kim likes Mustangs. So I sent it to her. She's like, well, get a hold of them. I'm like, okay. So I get a hold of them. I reach out and I say, I'm local. I wouldn't mind seeing the car. He gets back to me. He's like, okay, you can see it. And he sends me like 20 more pictures. So I'm looking through all the pictures, and first thing is the quarter panel bottoms are gone. The front fender on the driver's side's got a fist size rust hole in it. I'm not even worried too much about them. Then I looked underneath the pictures he had underneath, and the front floor pan on the driver's side, right where it meets the toe board, was just gone. And then you could see where that brace is. And I don't know a ton about Fords, but I know where that brace that runs up uh, I guess the toe board is part of the firewall area. It was rotten right there. It's like, so it would need a toe board, and I'm not going through that right now. I'm tired of doing rust repair. So I was like, so I told him, I said, listen, I'm not going to waste any more of your time. I said, it's a nice project. I'm not passionate, but it's a little more than I wanted to do. He goes, oh, no, it shows better. You got to come see it. And I'm like, listen, I said the toe board. And he goes, nobody in their right mind would replace that toe board. I said, I'm not bashing you, dude. I said, go check my channel. I do work on cars. And then he got back to me again. He goes, oh yeah, cool projects. Cause he went over and looked. And it turns out he went to high school with my niece. And he's doing a nice he's doing a nice fastback. I think it was a 68. He sent me a whole bunch of pictures, 67 or 68. And he said he didn't want to sell the 65, but he doesn't have room for the winter. So he decided. So I said, look, if you can't, you know, get nobody to buy it and you need it gone, I said, I'll come look, but I'm not bringing much more than $10,000 with me. And that's it. He goes, I turned down 19. I shot back right away. Take the 19. Take it. Because I mean, I understand people try to get all the money. We all know that. But you're asking for all the money because you're gonna spend 25, 30,000 to get that car to where you could sell it for 40,000. Maybe. And I don't even know if that includes paint because I've never bought Mustang parts.
That's good news, Lonnie. I'm glad he's back.
Oh, he found his dog?
He said about 10 minutes after the live ended last week, his son looked out the door and said, "That looks like Jasper," and it was him.
Oh, thank goodness. I was afraid a bird got him, man. You gotta watch them little dogs, man, especially live in the country. Them bird, even not in the country anymore. Little dogs, man. Sometimes cats, the birds will come get them. he'd 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 give him a quarter. Yeah, he said he turned down 19. He's asking 22.5. And I mean I understand, but that's way too much. I guess I could find it and show you a couple pictures of it, but let me see if I can find it. It
Isn't Pigeon Forward where
should
Dolly
be in my
Parton?
messages.
Well,
Huh?
I'm talking to them, not you. Isn't Pigeon Forward where Dolly Parton was born? Dolly. Pigeon Forward.
Well, here's the rear quarter on it. I gotta find the original listing, but these are the extra pictures he sent me, and both sides are just as bad. Here's the
I'm glad he came back, Lonnie.
there's the toe. Where's where the bottom of the floorboard is, and you can see how it goes up into the toe board, and where that brace is on that side right there, right behind there. If you look right in that corner, I bet you I could put my finger through that.
I was thinking about him all week, Lonnie.
I'm really happy that Lonnie's dog's back. Let me see if I could go back to the
That's
original.
what it is too, babe. Dollywood's located there. I knew it was something like that.
But there's the original listing. I just like the stance of it. You can see how the front fender's got a big holes in it. And it's like I wasn't really worried about the outside sheet metal. There's a big dent on the upper quarter panel. The bottom corner panel shot. So what do? You just cut that quarter off? Probably. I don't know. But I thought it was a really cool car. That's right, David. That's like it's too much right now. I'm doing a full one on the Nova right now. I was actually, if it was like he had described, where it was mostly a mechanical restore, even a little bit of rust, I would have been okay with, and I could just do a mechanical, and we could have fun with it for over the winter or whatever. While I'm working on the Nova, I would have something mechanical to do because then I could just take the 55 down to the storage unit down the street and just rent a bay for it so I could have some room to work on stuff. And that's what I was going to do. Give my son the option to clean out his garage, but I was just going to put it in one of those storage places around the corner there. And
Oh, one, that's horrible.
what?
Fine, you just need to read the chat. I read the chat, you just talk.
Hmm. Oh, I see it. Sorry about that. Yeah, don't they have like torque boxes or something, and then their what do they call it? Where the shock mounts are up in there on the front. What do they call those? They get all rotted. I forget what they're called. Somebody will correct me and tell me what they are. Yeah, but they are, Randy. They're they're rusty, but you know that guy said he was offered 19. That's what I tell you, you guys, whenever we chatted a few weeks ago, and I told you how great of a deal you got for your Camaro. Around here, dude, people will let them rot into the ground, they're. I told him, I said, you can't sell it. I'll bring you 10,000 bucks, maybe. And he's like, oh, I turned down 19. I told him, I shot back, you should take that money, kid. But he's doing, like I said, I think he sent me a picture of the one he's doing too. Oops, somebody sent me a picture here. Oh, okay. Thanks, honey. I didn't realize we were that far into the show already. Let me see here. I'll see if I can find that. Back to that. Oh, there you go. He's in here somewhere. Sometimes it takes these phones. Yeah, he's got a 68 that he's doing. And that's a nice car. That's what he said. He's like, he's not going to get to the 66 this year. He says he's going to do this one over the winter. And you can see there's a lot less rust in this. So my guess is he spent the money on the other one. It was really rotted. And then he got this. That's my visualization. He said this is a GT 500 KR or whatever. He's a Ford guy probably, so that means something to him. It's just a fastback to me. I like fastbacks. Exactly, too bad. Everybody wants big money. 1900. Maybe in Canada one. Down here, no way. Especially on the East Coast here. Uh-oh. There goes the clock.
Yeah, you made it early.
You notice it's early instead of late, Rick. I tried to fix the clock and I went too far and I wasn't going to put it back. Yeah, that 500 KR, I gather that 68, that's worth money. But I'm like I said, Don, I'm thinking that he bought that 65 2+2, and he was going to do it, and then he probably stumbled on that 68 and got a really good deal on it and jumped on it. So now he's probably trying to get his money back or some of his money back. It's I'm guessing, Dawn. Like I say, I'm not a Ford guy, so I don't know what those codes mean or whatever it is there. Who this guy is.
What kind of pizza you eating one?
Yeah, 68 GT 500 KR. So I guess that means something. I really like the color. I love that color. But like I say, I'm not a giant Ford
There
guy,
you go.
so
Don's
I
telling you
don't
what it is.
understand all
GT
that stuff.
500 is a Shelby if it's real.
He made it sound like it was real. So I'm sure he's knows his Ford stuff. And like I said, he wants all the money on that 2+2, and I'm not paying all the money on it. So, and like I said, I wasn't really looking for anything. They showed me that. I stay off a marketplace specifically because I don't have room for a bunch of stuff. But when it said mechanical restore, I'm like, I'd like to go see that. And I would have something to play with and tinker around with while I'm doing all the welding, cutting, and burning
Hey,
on the other one.
Becky.
Becky made it. What's going on? How you doing, Becky? Elio. Boys and girl. Yeah, you and Kim
It's
are the only
hello.
girls that come
Hello.
in. Yeah, you and Kim are the only girls that come in. We need to get some more ladies in here.
That sounds good one. Margarita, salami, red onions, sweet sauce. What is that? Prosciutto? Salami prosciutto? It's time.
Uh-oh, it is that time, guys.
Well, say hello to your wife, Randy. What's your wife's name? Hey, country boy.
Yo,
Oh,
Jason, what's
Pivalone.
going
Okay.
on? All right, guys, we're going for the bumper sticker.
Hi, Michelle.
We need Hi, Michelle. We need a number between 1 and 50, 1 and 50 for your chance to win the bumper sticker. Go.
Hello,
That's
as
way
Becky
too much
said.
of a number.
If Randy gets this, we're getting numbers.
Ooh, they're coming in hot and heavy.
0203, that's my son's birthday.
Hopefully Henry got his. There it is. He won, Kim.
Randy Ryan won.
Randy Ryan. Randy
Don't
Ryan,
you want a bumper sticker one?
number 33. Kim sent me the, you guys can see Kim sent
Lipstick.
me the text, number 33. I'll show you the time. She sent it to me 6 minutes in advance so that nobody thinks there was any funny business. So there you go. Oh, Jason, glad you're here. Jason sent us some mail, so we're going to open it up. It feels like stickers. I'm going to say we got us some Country Boy Gas Garage stickers, maybe.
Michelle is the one we need to get the numbers from, since she gives she's supplying Randy with the numbers.
Let's see here. Oh yeah. Look at these. We got the bus, and we got a couple of these.
Oh, that's a cool sticker.
Yeah, I like these. These are gas pumps. Really catchy with the name, buddy. Really nice stuff. Thank you very much.
Oh, Randy.
Very thoughtful of you, Jason. Thank you. All right. Let's put them over there with the other one. There you go. I'm a he. That's funny. He did go through the numbers quick. He did it fast. I got to give him credit. Do you have a bumper sticker yet, Randy? I don't think you won yourself one of these bumper stickers.
As it goes to his wife. His wife got the number.
Oh, okay. So it goes to Michelle.
Hey, outboard Tinker. The Tinker is here.
All right. Very cool. Glenn, what's going on, buddy? Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you, man. Mail from Oregon is the best. Let's see. Tomorrow, I think I'm going to weld all day. I think whether I'm doing my Nova or my neighbor's Ford Ranger, we're going to do something tomorrow.
I'm going to the church bazaar. That's what I'm doing, and then I'm not going anywhere after that because community day is tomorrow, and I'm not fighting all that traffic.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. Absolutely. You got to take more than one, David. Make sure you take two. The beer's almost gone. Kim's going to get me on this whiskey.
Hey, Chaz is here.
Yo,
hey, Chaz.
What's going on, buddy? Niner. No, it's not Niner. It was 33. Randy Ryan won again. No, actually, his wife won. She guessed it, he said.
Oh, there's a Cars and Coffee out with the Hooligans Car Club. Country Boy's going to.
All right. There is one tomorrow, but it's pretty far away. I'm not going to Morgantown. So there's one in October in Morgantown I might attend. We'll see. But my car, the last time I took it out, it got a little loose in the front again. I was telling Kim I'm gonna take it up and I'm gonna have them set the toes for me to make sure that I got it right at 1/8 inch in on each side. And I'm gonna tighten down on that steering box set screw again until good and tight. Maybe it loosened up. I don't know, but I hit a pothole over by the hospital, and you guys know the death wobble, and when you're going 40 miles an hour, it'll scare the crap out of you for a second.
I call it a church bazaar. I don't know. It's just like a flea market. It's not even a flea market. It's just a yard sale, church yard sale. Me and my son are gonna go over. We're gonna be the first ones there so I can get home. A Cavalier? Seriously, one?
You try to miss them here. There's still a couple here and there. I mean, even the what do they call those? The street grates are not the grates. The sewer covers and stuff. They're too high. They don't have them set right around here. You hit one, it's like I don't know. And plus, I'm running 4.5-inch tires up front on 6-inch rims, so they come up almost like a 10 speed. So you really don't have a lot on the ground to begin with. So I think I might get some rims and tires up front maybe next season. I'm gonna put at least I would like to put at least a 6-inch tire up front
That would be
because if I'm
scary
gonna
short.
street drive it, I don't need to drag tires up front, and it's
Maybe a steering
there is a
stabilizer.
stabilizer bar up there, but I was thinking that too, John. I might set that a little better, but I'm looking. I'm going to look into that too because I'm gonna call John and ask him about it because that's the second or third time I got loose up front. Now, the last time I got loose, I tightened down. I eyeballed with a tape measure the toes. I know I'm close, but am I right on the money? I don't know. But the guy up the street has an alignment machine. I'll get it put on there. I'm going to measure it out and get it perfect and let them tighten that down. Like I said, I'm going to tighten that steering box again, and I'm going to call John about about stabilize because that's the first time 100% my fault. I didn't have the steering box tightened down enough, but this time I don't feel like it's my fault.
Well, that sounds like fun, Chaz, until the waterboarding part. Okay, so your
That's right. That's
14-year-old
right too,
cousin
baby. It is
one.
a race
Okay,
car
that
thing
makes a
on the street,
difference.
so that's why I want to put a. I think a wider tire, guys, will end the issues. When you got a 4.5-inch tire up front and you're hitting potholes, going 40 miles an hour on the streets, what do you expect to happen? Gas or stuff, man. That's what's going to happen.
Outboard Tinkerer wants to know how much you pay a year for your registration on the
You're
50.
right, Gone. They do, huh?
Outboard Tinkerer wants to know how much you pay a year for registration on your 55.
I never have to pay registration again, Glenn. I have antique tags on the car. I can only drive it from dawn till dusk. I don't drive it every day. They know that. I bought my license plate off of eBay and sent it in to Pennsylvania, and they registered it. It's registered for life. That registration cost me $300. It actually cost closer to 500 only because I wanted to drive the car right away, so I had to buy a temporary real license plate so I could go for a ride in my car. Kim wasn't happy about that, but she got over it. But I never have to pay to register it again. It's registered for life. Now, the if I sell it at some point and I the new owner wants to tag with it, he'll have to pay for that as well. But for me, I'm done. They got their money all up front from me. Yeah, they are skinny, uh, Becky Dale. There's no doubt about that. I also saw I still got my eyes out for trailers. I can't I don't know that I have anywhere to put one around here. But if Kim and I find a property, I might get myself a trailer.
I think we should just start looking for property somewhere.
Yeah. There
Maybe
was
up in
like
Pitts, maybe up in Butler.
Well, there was in a couple months ago, and I don't think it's for sale anymore, but there was a property up near my hometown. It's a little bit of ways. It's about 25, 30 minutes away from my hometown. But it had a pole barn garage on it, but no house. And the farmer next door was renting the property to grow corn. And because Kim and I aren't ready, so we would probably just let him continue to grow corn. But it had a nice pole barn on it, and it's like I could have my buddies keep an eye on it, just let them hunt the property or whatever, and then they would keep an eye on the stuff for me over there. But I don't think it's for sale anymore, and it was a good price. It was, was it 99 acres, hon?
I don't remember.
I think it was like 99 acres, but like in Sarver, there was a spot, and it was like that's further away, and I don't really care if I move home. I don't. It doesn't matter to me. But the price of stuff is so much more reasonable up there. And if we're retired, that's what we want. And Kim deserves to build her own house because everything we look at needs remodeled. Nothing's to her liking. We lived in this same little box for the last 25 years. We like our house, but it's just a regular
Getting
house.
closer to 30.
Closer to 30, yeah. Well, actually, we need a pole
She
barn,
should.
John. When we want a pole barn. You're still up that way, right, John? We retire.
Not
We
a
may
pole
move up
barn, a
that way.
barn dominium.
Yeah, we want a barn dominium, like a pole barn dominium, barn dominium.
Don
And
wants to know if you know where Dan's moving to. Any ideas?
well, if I had to guess, listen, I don't know. I shoot Dan a text maybe every couple months if something weird happens, and sometimes he answers and sometimes he don't. He's a busy guy too, but if I had to guess, and I have not talked to him, I think they're going to be within a 20-mile radius of where they're at right now. They probably just found some property, and I know. Remember, there was one time when they were looking before they bought the neighbor house. They were looking before, and there was a couple big spots right in town, and I don't know, but then they looked at a couple country spots right around them, but then they didn't have good internet. But now they're Starlink, so you can go anywhere. I don't care if it's Canada. I don't care if it's anywhere. You can buy Starlink for like $1,300 a year, and you can have internet service. You could be in the hills of West Virginia. Was troublesome for people getting internet service and stuff. Not anymore. Not with that Starlink they got. You can see, look up in the sky and you can see there's like it almost looks like a kite of lights. It's Starlink. Kind of cool.
I don't want steps though, Becky. I want to be on the ground.
Because if you guys remember the last time he was moving, he said that. He's like, if we could get internet, it would be a different thing. But but now they can. With Starlink, they can go anywhere they want. So I think they're going to be close to where they're at now.
That's nice, outboard tinker.
That's just a fan's guess. Ah.
Did I get your email? I haven't checked his email, John. Did you get John White's email from last week?
Yeah. Yeah, you should have got you didn't get your I sent your mail on Monday, John. I sent your bumper sticker. You didn't get it yet? I sent it on Monday. I sent something else Monday too. Oh yeah, I sent the card for Kevin for his father. I sent John and Kevin's mail on Monday. Send it Monday. If you don't get if you
Fine, he
don't
didn't say that. He just wants to know if you got his email.
oh no, he's asking if we got his email that had his address on it, honey.
He hasn't checked yet today.
Oh, okay. I hope you got it, buddy. That's what you meant, right? You wanted to make sure you got that I sent you your thing. He sent me an email with his address on it. I believe I wrote it down on the.
Yeah, because you yelled at me for not keeping it up to date. I'm getting ads today that I can't skip. This is annoying. And I'm getting more than one at a time.
Oh
Hey,
no!
BBK.
I'm hoping I wrote it down because I just deleted it. Yeah, John White II. John, I used to play your number, your address number. That used to be my daily number. I used to play that every day back in the 90s. Kim and I just bought. No, we didn't even buy this house yet. We still lived on Neald, and that's the only time I ever hit the daily number straight. I won't say your street or your town or anything, but 347. I I I I used to play that, and I remember I won it, and I flipped out. And my son Kim wasn't home from work yet. My son was there, and he just got excited. He didn't know why I was excited. He was only like 3 or 4. He's like, "What are we jumping around for?" I'm like, "We just won $500." He was like, "Woohoo!" I haven't played the daily number in years, but I used to play it every day. Straight for a dollar and box for 50 cents twice. I used to play $2 every day. That's cool. That's cool, too, baby. That's like I don't know why I just stopped playing. One time, Kim wanted me to play 13-13 for the, pick 4, and I didn't feel like going out, and it hit. Remember that, hun?
I remember.
That would have been a nice hit.
You owe me a
Straight,
lot of money.
13-13, double digit, double numbers twice on a big 4. That was a couple $1,000, right?
Uh-oh, Becky. You lost everything? You lost your music and pictures?
Oh, man, that sucks, Becky. Sorry. That's the worst. I remember when this other computer crashed. We bought this one that I'm using now, but I got the old one running again. After I agreed to buy this, the lady at the Apple told me I could get a hard drive free.
Or
I didn't know.
the
I know
Munsters.
now. 1313 Mockingbird Lane. That's the Munsters, right?
Yes, I just said that.
Oh. That's great. I remember uh, what was his name? Can't think of it right now. I'll come back to that. Can't remember. Sometimes I get something on the tip of my tongue. If I can't remember, I can't tell you guys because I don't remember.
The Munsters. Hey, Kevin.
Yo,
Happy
Kevin made it. What's
birthday.
going on, man? What'd you pick out on the menu? Was it good? And did you have a nice
He's
time?
still out on a date with his wife. He just was saying hello.
Oh, okay. Sorry. That's all right, buddy. Get the steak, medium rare, baked potato, and if I had to pick a vegetable, it would be string beans or asparagus. If you're having steak, get asparagus. That's just me. But I don't know where you're at. I don't know what you're eating. You could be in an Italian joint for all I know. In that case, what do I get on spaghetti bolognese? Did I say that right?
Bolognese.
Bolognese, hun.
Yeah. He went to the bathroom to get on his phone. Randy, you're mean.
Don't get yourself in trouble for me, Kevin.
We haven't been out to dinner in a while.
It has been a while. I think the last time we went was over there in Springfield, right? To the Outback, hun?
Yeah,
I
for
wouldn't mind going over. That
maybe
would be nice to go get one of those the steak and chicken, what that mixer meal. I would like that. Now she got me excited. Now she'll yell at me because 'cause I'll ask her if we can go tomorrow. It'll probably be the same answer when I told her to make us that pizza.
prime rib, mashed potatoes, and fresh veggies. That's what Kevin had.
Alright, I like prime rib too, medium rare.
We can go. We can go to the one in Glen Mills. I don't want to go to Springfield.
Alright. You invite Jonathan if you want. We'll go early. Last time we went, we like going, it's like there's nobody there. You go like 3:30, 4 o'clock. I don't wanna hear it,
Bye,
I'm
Tony
old.
G.
Nobody's there. You get in, you get your meal, and just as you're paying and all that stuff, you're leaving, that's when it starts filling up. It's like, "Okay, we're outta here."
There's a Chinese buffet in Springfield now.
One of these times we're gonna try. I know I'm awful this way. I love ramen. I love it. I have it every day at work. I have the kind you heat up with just hot water, or you put it in the microwave, and I even have the frozen dishes with the meat and everything in it. I love ramen. They have these ramen restaurants now, so I'm gonna have to. My son says I have to try one, so eventually I'll have to try one.
You have a good weekend too, Kevin.
Yes, fried top ramen is good too. Like when I make it at home, I always put 2 eggs in. Does everybody put eggs in their ramen when they cook it at home? Crack 2 eggs, put them in there. My son goes crazy. He puts soup, vegetables, and everything in his. Oh, you gotta try eggs, Becky. Oh, man. Chicken ramen, just the little 25-cent packs, and put 2 eggs in there and let them cook in. It's like egg drop soup, but it's got the eggs in there. It's got the chicken, seasoning and the ramen noodles. It's delicious. Yes.
You have
My
any
s
weddings coming up too, babe?
my son is 31. 31, I had to count in my head. My son's 31. It's crazy. It doesn't feel like he's 31. It doesn't feel like I'm 50. How old am I? 54. Doesn't feel like I'm 54. It's crazy. I don't understand it.
It's good with eggs in it, Randy.
Yes.
I mean, Chaz. I was looking at Randy's name and said reading Chaz's.
It's even with even if it's beef, dude, or shrimp, or my favorite's the chicken with the eggs, but the beef with the eggs is good too. I don't eat the shrimp
That's
one because I
that's
don't eat
exactly what
seafood.
you do, Becky. You drop the egg in and you don't break the yolk. You
I
just let
break
it.
the yolk. Kim,
No, he scrambles his. I don't
I,
like it that way.
as soon as I drop the eggs in, I scramble them up, and it all cooks, and it's like it's delicious. Kim doesn't, but I do. I scramble them as soon as they go in there, and it's in the whole soup, and it's delicious.
Hubie had went to a fire at the Maruchan plant. You don't want to eat the noodles from that factory. I can't believe you have a 21-year-old daughter, Don.
You're gonna have to let me know, Chaz. But I think you're. I don't think once you have it, Chaz, you'll never have your ramens without egg ever again.
No, I take some mushrooms and then I use the noodles. I don't use the packets.
It's so good, Randy. It's and I like I said, I advise mixing it up. I've been eating it
Oh,
that way. Kim
no.
says, no, don't listen to her. Listen
You
to me.
drop the egg in the boiling water and you just let it cook. So that it's still like a sunny side up egg. The
No,
white gets cooked and the yolk is still sunny side up.
don't listen to her at all. That's her. That's how Kim does it. I drop it in the boiling water. I put the
Fireball
seasoning
is
in and I mix it all up so the eggs all through the soup. And it's delicious. It's actually good both ways. I just don't. To me, Kim likes having the whole egg in hers. I like mine to be mixed in, and you get it some with
it's
every
good
bite.
that way, but I like the whole egg better.
Yeah, and I like the mixed up egg. And I don't. It's 2 eggs, not one. You got 2 eggs per
I'll
per
make a
pack.
video on it, Don. I'll make a video on it.
Now Kim actually gets the fancy ramen from Costco now, and she uses her own like chicken bouillon cubes. She puts mushroom in hers. Uh, she cuts up her own mushroom and puts it in hers. And like I say, you can get soup vegetables, frozen soup vegetables, and put them. My son does that. My son gets the frozen soup vegetables. He just puts a cup or a half a cup or whatever it is in there until it looks like there's enough. There's,
I like
there's you
green
could dress up.
scallions
You could
too. You
dress
cut up
up them ramen,
scallions.
man. You can make a nice meal out of them.
Hey, Brian, we got all those sesame seeds. You can put sesame seeds in yours now.
It ain't a lot of work, Randy. It's ramen noodles. It doesn't take nothing. All I do is, like I say, I drop eggs in mine, 2 eggs in mine. I mix them up. I cook it, and you cook it the rest of the way just like it's regular ramen, and you'll like it. There you go.
Did
Look
you
how
see all
Becky
these TikTokers
read
making
Becky's, Kim.
Did you see all these TikTokers making the cucumber? Oh my gosh, that cucumber with the sesame seeds and the oil, so awesome.
Kim said she got mad too because she said she was doing that before everybody was doing it
I
on.
was too. Stir
Didn't you
fry the
say it was
noodles.
Norway? There was a shortage of cucumbers because everybody was making it or something somewhere.
Really?
Huh?
I said, really? I didn't hear that. Oh, that sounds good, Becky.
Yeah, that's what I was telling you. That does sound good.
Bless you, baby.
I love me some ramen.
Two Babe says cucumbers aren't done until they're pickles.
I like raw cucumbers. I don't know. I mean, Kim cuts them up. I always go over to the thing and make sure I grab a couple pieces. That and green peppers.
Do you say that pancit? Pancit? Is that how you say it, Becky? Pancit?
I expect everybody to report back on trying the ramen with eggs for next week, and maybe Chaz will get one bite in before we finish up. We still got 4 minutes.
Uh-oh. Pancit. Okay, thanks, one. Pancit. Pancit.
Oh my goodness gracious!
Uh-oh. Somebody
He's
wants
getting
to go out.
mad. He's getting all peppered up or whatever it is there. I better
Come on.
flash this in case David's in there. It's not cheap if we put these things. Hey, I don't know where you're buying your eggs at, but go to Costco. I think we're still for 2 dozen. I don't even know if we're paying $6. I got to go get the receipt. But you can get 2 dozen eggs at Costco for reasonably priced. All right, John, you take it easy, man. I appreciate you coming in, brother. Hopefully, like I say, we'll have a video up this weekend on Nova. I really meant to do stuff this week, but I don't know. By the time I got home and got in my chair, I just didn't feel like doing anything. Sometimes it bees that way. Yo, winging it. Peace, my brother. I need to pay better attention to the chat.
Yeah, everybody have a good week. Whoa, Randy's granddaughter got chickens and selling eggs.
I'm not pickling liver or feet, but I like pickled eggs. I'll eat the crap out of those things.
They're good.
Yes, please like, share, and subscribe. Hopefully, everybody hit the like button on your way out. That does help. It really does. It sends a message to YouTube that they need to put us out to more people. Hopefully, anyway. $200 for a dozen eggs. Whew. You the man, brother. Yo, Eddie made it right at the tail end. Well, all right, buddy. Look, I can do it. Did you take a bite of your eggs? Egg
I don't
soup?
think he's going to make it until after the live's over.
Oh, he said he was making it right now, 10 minutes ago. I thought he was making it as we were having the show. I didn't know, hon. I'm not too bright. That's all right.
Good night, everyone. Have a good weekend.
Yeah, everybody. I hope everybody, like I said, try the ramen with the eggs. Come back and tell us. You can try it Kim's way. I advise my way, but I'm partial. I've been making them that way since I was allowed to touch the stove as a kid.
All right.
All right, brother. Thanks, man. That could be your Tech Tuesday tip. Eggs in your ramen if you like it. Eggs in your ramen, buddy. There's your Tuesday tech tip, bub. All right. Have fun this week. Do something fun. Come back and tell us about it next week. Till then, take care, everybody.
Bye.